Now CNN News 18 mega exclusive input by Manoj Gupta in a rare public acknowledgement. Now Pakistan has confirmed significant military losses during Indian strikes as part of Operation Sindoor. At an annual awards ceremony held at the President House on August 14, 13 military personnel were posthumously honored, revealing the scale of damage from Indian operations carried out on May 9th and 10th. Now, multiple other airbases including Nur Khan, Sargodha, Jacobabad, Bholari and Shorkot were also suffered great damage in the Indian strikes, with dozens injured, including reportedly some American technicians. This is latest information that is coming in on the Operation Sindoor. Now, Pakistan has officially admitted that over 50 people, including 13 military personnel, were killed during the Indian offensive. A stunning confirmation of the operation's scale and impact. Remember, India has time again been firm on its stand that they inflicted a massive damage on the Pakistani soil. Now, intel sources reveals to CNN News 18 that reports confirmed that American technicians were also injured at the Pakistani Nur Khan airbase during Operation Sindoor. This is a massive information coming in, a stunning revelation, and this is the first time ever that Pakistan has admitted heavy losses of military jawans. 13 military martyrs awarded on the Pakistani Independence Day. We have some reactions. First, listen in.
इन्हें इनकी नाकाबिले शिकस्त जुर्रत, इस्तकामत और मादरे वतन के दिफा के लिए आला तरीन जज्बा इसार के इतराफ में तमगा जुर्रत अता किया जाएगा। सबसे पहले लांस सवलदार आमिर शिराज शहीद 74 बलोच रेजिमेंट, आपने नारोवाल सेक्टर में गिल फॉरवर्ड बॉर्डर पोस्ट का दिफा करते हुए अपनी जान का नजराना पेश किया। इनका अवार्ड इनकी अहलिया वसूल करेंगी। अकबर शहीद 76 अदा करते हुए जामे शहादत नोश किया। इनका अवार्ड इनके वालिद वसूल करेंगे। लांस नायक इकरामुल्ला शहीद 24 आजाद कश्मीर रेजिमेंट, आपने चिरी कोट सेक्टर में लाइन ऑफ कंट्रोल पर अकबी सेड़ियां पोस्ट का दिफा करते हुए जामे शहादत नोश किया। आपका अवार्ड आपकी अहलिया वसूल करेंगी। लांस नायक दिलावर खान शहीद 18 फ्रंटियर फोर्स रेजिमेंट, जिन्होंने 9 मई 2025 को सरोपा आज़ाद जम्मू और कश्मीर में ब्रिगेड हेडक्वार्टर्स की हिफाजत के दौरान दुश्मन के अटली फायर के सबब जामे शहादत नोश किया। इनका अवार्ड इनकी अहलिया वसूल करेंगी।
We have Anand Narasimhan joining us on the broadcast. Anand, this is for the first time that Pakistan has actually accepted that the military losses happened during Operation Sindoor. And actually, what does this shift in posture signal?
See, they cannot ignore their braves. Their military personnel, if they have died in service, they have to acknowledge that. Otherwise, there will be huge civilian unrest, and the families would have, jumped up in protest for ignoring the death of their the family members in the service of the country. Now, for that, they couldn't keep it under wraps. But the point is that this is open admission that the Pakistan military suffered losses across POK and also other sectors, including the air bases, which were struck between the 9th and 10th of May. And this was in return to Pakistan's escalation, going up the escalation ladder, where they tried to not only send drones across multiple locations, but they were also openly targeting military installations and establishments, despite India very clearly saying that India's operation was only at the terror structure and not at any civilian or military targets, despite a lot of the military installations being very close to some of these terror infra, be it when the first strikes had happened. and be it Muridke or be it even in Bahawalpur. But then Pakistan responded by trying to directly aim at India's air bases, military installations, and they also targeted civilian areas. We know in the Jammu Kashmir region how there was a Gurdwara, there was a temple, all of that damaged, and we lost innocent children and women and people who had gone to pray to these Pakistani bullets and rocket and mortar shells. Now and also those drones which landed there. So in retaliation, what happened in those 22-25 minutes was also significant in the intervening night of 9th and 10th of May, and also at ceasefire violations when Jawabi Karwai from our forces has caused intense amount of damage. So if there are brigade headquarters that have suffered serious damages in POK, then there is Narwal sector that is openly admitted, even the air bases, in Bholari and in Nur Khan. So all of these very clearly show that India's claims stand vindicated. The Pakistanis at all points said that we didn't hit anything and it was all we hit were duds, etc. But all of this now comes out and stands out out in the open that the Pakistanis did suffer huge military losses. They also had huge damage to their infrastructure. Their entire support engineer staff who were managing most of the American systems and the command centers which have been installed with the help of the Americans. In fact, even the nuclear capabilities is dependent on America. That comes out. The fact that the Chinese were enabling them via arms and also intelligence, that has also now come out. And when India said that they have suffered military losses, along with certain number of terrorists, which are at least 100 terrorists, which India believes has gunned down. But the military losses now coming out openly clarify and vindicate India's claim that in the counter-strikes, Pakistan suffered losses. It was Pakistan which suffered huge amount of reversals. And despite whatever they would like to claim or however they would like to portray, it was they who had who capitulated within 90 hours. In 90 hours, Operation Sindoor was paused because the DGMO of Pakistan picked up the phone and said, okay, we are raising the white flag. It's a flag of truce because we would like to, put an end to this because of the losses that they suffered. They had no answers to the kind of precision strikes launched by our armed forces, mainly our Air Force, and they did not know how to deal with the BrahMos cruise missile, which caused a huge amount of damage. Also, our own BSF and also the other armed forces along the POK, along the LOC and along the border region, which also ensured that the Pakistanis cannot infiltrate or send further terrorists into infiltration here. All infiltration bids were stopped. Even the tubes which are launching the drones into India, they were also damaged and they were also destroyed. And the posts which are also resorting to incessant firing and rampant and random amount of shelling into civilian areas, they were also destroyed. And that's where a lot of the reversals for the Pak military have happened. All of that now standing confirmed. Right. All the claims made by the Indian military, Indian government, all of this now stands vindicated given these awards that have been given on the 14th of August by the Pakistan government.
Right, Anand, please stay on with us. We have Defence expert D.P. Pandey joining us on the broadcast. Very good afternoon, sir. We are now learning that Pakistan has finally confirmed that there were significant military losses during the Indian strikes, and the Pakistan stand has now stand vindicated and they lie exposed.
So, first afternoon, I think government has. And he's so articulate every time, he summarizes almost everything. Just to say that the end state, we should look at the symbolism of Operation Sindoor. Firstly, when we have been able to strike at wherever we want to, it is very important facility should be taken home as a lesson not only for Pakistan, for everybody else who wants to deal with India. The second is and they went all around the place seeking the ceasefire. While that was already that they want to escape, the fact that 18, which was structured so badly, allowing worry about half an hour worth of escape.
All right, we have some issue with D.P. Pandey's connection, but we'll try to repatch him. But this is a big breaking news coming in at this moment that in a rare public acknowledgement, Pakistan has confirmed that military, that it suffered major and significant military losses during Indian strikes as they awarded 13 military personnel posthumously, revealing the scale of damage from Indian operations carried out on May 9th and 10th. We have DP Pandey join back with us. Yes, sir, please continue.
Yeah, so I'll just quickly summarize. The fact remains that for about half an hour, their AD systems were totally down. And the Indian forces were able to play merry hell long at will, whatever we want to do. So that is one very major facet. Third is that I think we were able to strike something very, very sensitive, which is possibly because of the great intelligence we had and a good system for carrying out pinpointed, accurate attack to destroy those systems along 11 airfields and much more beyond. So all these things led to Operation Sindoor being requested to be called off. And while we have put a tap on it as of now, but that is why I think Pakistan kneeled. But more importantly, we have to see that is this number which is being given out by Pakistan is absolutely correct, or are we, there is much more name to come. Please understand that we are given to understand that Hilal-e-Zurrat has been self-awarded, claimed by Asim Munir, who has also taken over the mantle of Field Marshal after these about 90 days of absolutely shameful conduct of his forces. If that be so, if he is getting a gallantry award, what he's claiming, there are large more number of people who have died, who have not come about. Even the numbers of the names of the Turkish handlers or those operatives who were working with them, there are certain other nationalities who were possibly trying to resist. Those names have also yet not had been exposed, right, which possibly will come out in some point of some time. But yes, what is surely given out is more than 150 terrorists have died. Much more than 150 service personnel have died who have not been claimed to be dead as of now. It will come in eventual time. I'm sure our intelligence services will get the details quite well confirmed after some time.
Thank you, Lieutenant General, for joining us on the broadcast. We also have, in fact, Colonel Rohit Dev joining us on the broadcast. So what do you make of this latest admission? They clearly lie exposed, and in fact this is in accordance with what has been happening. What Prime Minister Modi yesterday said, that the scale of the damage to Pakistan that we did during Operation Sindoor was so massive that we still keep hearing of new detail that keeps emerging every day.
That's true. I think it's very easy to summarize that the garland of a bogus field marshal takes a bedrock of sacrifices which that country has made. And it has made because of its terror activities and being a harbinger of terrorism across the globe. It's no surprise that even the United States of America is singing some praises about anti-terrorism actions in Pakistan, because probably in Operation Sindoor there were assets lost which were beyond Pakistani in nature. There were some elements of NATO, countries specific, not known currently to the world, so they will hush up. But coming to the numbers, now 138, accounted for people being rewarded or awarded posthumously speaks volumes of at least the change in Pakistani perception to accept their casualties. Back in Kargil, they did not pick up their dead bodies. But since the bodies were now created within Pakistan, it was easier for them to talk about it. And the Indian penalty has been absolutely resolute, specific, precision guided. And I think the number of casualties overall in Pakistan will be much more. And remember, this is only the list of people from these services whom they were trying to give awards posthumously. And that is the number which we have. But the numbers which have not been awarded, the numbers in terms of terrorists who were hit in those camps, including in POK and Pakistan both, has not been taken up with Pakistan. However, Pakistan military has accorded a lot of sort of state funerals to people, including their ISI agents, their military and the terrorists as well. So I think today we are at a level, and Prime Minister has made no bones. So if you heard him yesterday and you are quoting him, it is amply clear that Operation Sindoor is still ongoing, and any decision to be taken at the military level across the border to have any punitive actions, the initiative rests with the armed forces of our country. And no matter how many are killed there, whether they say 138, it may be enough for them that they had 138 to come begging for a ceasefire. But for India, it is very, very crucial that we keep the eye on the ball and make sure that we do not succumb to any propaganda, do not succumb to any red herrings, which are created by Pakistan.